into the mic stand.
Yeah.
Comes with a built-in applause. I lived in western Massachusetts for quite a while, and I had some friends who owned a garage up there. I had a really old motorhome. It was a 1964 Ford Condor, which is extinct now, like the Condor we all know. These guys, we could never find parts for that old truck because it was so old, and who's ever heard of the Condor? I bought it from a guy. He said he was a vampire, and he was blind, and he painted it. And it was like purple and black and gold, and it was just pretty ugly. But so we couldn't find parts for this thing, so we would make whatever we could out of whatever we could find. And so the term hick technology was born, and that's what this mic stand makes me think of. It's kind of taped together, so I'm going to start with a song called Hick Tech. Give me a roll of duct tape, a can of spray paint, a piece of coat hanger, and I'll whip it in the shade, just waiting to see. Leave it to me. I'll wrap it with a wire and jam it with a stake and leave it in the sun for a day or two to bake, make no mistake. That thing will never break. Don't you worry, babe, waiting to see the rumors are true. I got a PhD in hick technology. Well, you say you won't run, you say it won't start. It's been parked 30 years in your daddy's backyard. Get behind the wheel, because I got a feel I need a little ether and some gasoline. If you can't find those that burn kerosene, put your earplugs on, because the muffler's gone. Why don't you take it for a spin down the interstate? I'll set you up with a sticker and a couple of plates for that old V8 1968. Now don't you worry, baby, waiting to see the rumors are true. I got a PhD in hick technology. If it ain't broke, fix it, it's what I say. If it works good now, it's on its way to being broke down, twisted, tired no more. But a little hick tech will whip it back into form. Well, I see your dumb cat climb up a tree. He's looking kind of peaked and kind of diseased. Been up there a week, eating leaves. I need a long piece of rope, a bucket of tar, about 6 or 7 gallon mason jars, and some window screen, and some Vaseline. Well, honey, take us 20 and go to the store, and by the time you get back, I'll have mittens on the floor eating tuna fish from his favorite dish. Now don't you worry, baby, you'll be alright. There ain't no use of losing any sleep at night. Don't you worry, baby, waiting to see the rumors are true. I got a PhD in hick technology. Hick technology. Hick technology. Two shots of wild turkey puts the wind in her hair. She's bound and determined in the cold morning air. If you don't ride horses, I suggest you stay home. She don't ride double, get a horse of your own. She loves to ride horses. Well, she doesn't care how long it will take her, or if she ever gets there. She ain't got no reason, and she don't need no ride. She just loves to ride horses in 3/4 time. She might not show up, she might not call. She loves to ride horses, and that's about all. Can't tell her nothing that she don't want to know. Can't take her no place that she don't want to go. She might not show up, she might not call. She loves to ride horses, and that's about all. She loves to ride horses. Well, she doesn't care how long it will take her, or if she ever gets there. She ain't got no reason, and she don't need no ride. She just loves to ride horses in 3/4 time. Well, she loves to ride horses. Yeah, she doesn't care how long it will take her, or if she ever gets there. She don't need no reason, and she don't need no ride. She just loves to ride horses in 3/4 time. And that's one thing I noticed, that if you end a song and you go like this, people seem to clap more. All the folks that are move number 47. Well, in the road was a bell, and in the bell was the sound of days that have come and gone. And the road ran to a little town on the hillside, where the word of the Lord lives on. So ring the bell, ring the bell, well, ring the bell, both far and wide. You can hear it on the mountain and out across the valley. Ring the bell and go to the side. I followed it down from the forest to the town, in the darkness and the dead of night. There were children dancing there with flowers in their hair, and the streets were lit with candlelight. So ring the bell, ring the bell, well, ring the bell, both far and wide. You can hear it on the mountain and out across the valley. Ring the bell and go to his side. And the barber and the preacher all held hands and moved as one. The holy words were sung, not spoken, of a circle unbroken, and the Spirit worked through everyone. So ring the bell, ring the bell, well, ring the bell, both far and wide. You can hear it on the mountain, not across the valley. Ring the bell and go to his side. Right street. But I fell down on my knees on the pavement when Sean let go. And with a shiver and a start, he reached into my heart. And with the kindest voice I was told to ring the bell. Ring the bell, we'll ring the bell, both far and wide. You can hear it on the mountain, not across the valley. You ring the bell and go to the side. So ring the bell, ring the bell, yeah, ring the bell, both far and wide. You can hear it on the mountain, not across the valley. Ring the bell and go to his side. Ring the bell and go to his side. She was a big girl with 3 kids who put an ad on Craigslist with the hopes for to find true love. She wrote, I'm tired of the head games and men who are insane to just send to someone to love. And if you like dogs, and if you like God, and if you like my kids too, well, we might have a chance. We could go out and dance and maybe have us a drink or two. And the band played all Elvis Presley songs, and it was too loud to say or hear a word. But the couples were dancing, and some were romancing, and that was enough for her. Well, Jimmy was skinny, his hair had gone thin. He'd been weaned on Pepsi and fear. He didn't mind that she had kids, or her teeth, or her width. He just wanted a woman to hold dear. And he'd been empty inside since his first wife had died so suddenly 3 years ago. And he'd been living alone in that drafty old home with rooms full of things that she'd owned. And the band played all Elvis Presley songs, and Jimmy, he felt like a king. And he'd sell his ranchero in that old green Camaro and go out and buy her a ring. Well, Jimmy and Janice put together in Spanish, they form a conjunctive word. It means, honey, my true love, I finally found you. At least that's what I may have heard. That's not true, I just made that up. It's funny because my friend Dave was looking all over through these Spanish dictionaries and everything for that word, which doesn't exist. I'm like, sorry, man, I just make stuff up. Well, Jimmy and Janice, they bought a triple wide palace, and they moved in with their kids and her dogs. And she cooked lots of dinners, and she even got thinner. And Jimmy, he grew closer to God. And he sold that Camaro, but he kept the ranchero, and he taught all the kids how to drive. And he stood firmly beside her, as again she grew wider, and their 3 kids turned into 5. And the band still plays Elvis Presley songs when they look into each other's eyes. And their worries were few, and their days they were full, as the months and the years flew by. With true love, it was true love. With true love, oh, it was true love. She was a big girl with 3 kids who put an ad on Craigslist with the hopes for to find true love. Gonna head out on the highway, listen to those big trucks whine. Gonna head out on the highway and listen to those big trucks whine. Well, white Freightliner, won't you steal away my mind? The New Mexico ain't bad, Lord, and the people there, they treat you fine. Well, New Mexico ain't bad, Lord, and the people there, they treat you fine. Well, white Freightliner, won't you steal away my mind? Well, it's bad news from Houston, and half of my friends are dying. It's bad news from Houston, and half of my friends are dying. Well, white Freightliner, won't you steal away my mind? Back to where I came. Yeah, Lord, I'm gonna ramble and head on back to where I came. Well, white Freightliner, won't you steal away my brain? I'm gonna head out on the highway and listen to those big trucks whine. And listen to those big trucks whine. Well, white Freightliner, won't you steal away my mind? White Freightliner, won't you steal away my mind? Well, white Freightliner, won't you steal away my mind? Somewhere north of here, I own a racing machine. It's parked in an old shed, 250 cc's. And it goes as fast as our love went past. I thought it might last, but I was dreaming. Yes, I was. I ride that bike on back roads all over the state. And under strip clothes, no license, no registration, no plates. Well, the local police, the state police too, have a name for me. The things that I do, well, it ain't very nice. I don't expect that it would be, but that might change if they could ever catch me. Well, I don't carry me no gun, and I ain't a threat to no one at all. I'm just burning oil and gasoline. I'm riding hard, I'm riding fast, I'm trying to help those memories pass. The last time that I saw her, she screamed. She screamed. See, I like to live alone. It's just how it's gonna be. They call these old woods home. They've always been good to me. I got a few friends in town, but they don't come out much. I'm more kin to the possum and the coyote himself. That girl, she haunts me every night and day. I don't know how she found me, how she found a way. But one day she just comes skipping down and through the hickory woods, smelling so fine, looking so good. Well, she caught me by surprise, told me one or two lies, spent the night and left with the sunrise. Somewhere north of here, Lord, Lord, Lord. Somewhere north of here. Somewhere north of. Well, take me down to the liquor store. I had a little drink, but I need a little more. I can't get drunk if I can't score. Take me to the liquor store. Well, I got $5, a fistful of change. I'm about a quart low, and I'm starting to feel strange. But all of that is about to change if you take me to the liquor store. Well, take me down to the liquor store. I had a little drink, but I need a little more. I can't get drunk if I can't score. Take me to the liquor store. I'm gonna buy me a 12-pack, buy me a quart, buy me some whiskey and a gallon of port. I'm gonna buy me a bottle of red wine. It don't matter what color, don't matter what year. It calms my nerves and kills my fear and makes my baby say, come here. If you take me to the liquor store, well, take me down to the liquor store. I had a little drink, need a little more. I can't get drunk if I can't score. Take me to the liquor store. The truck and put your butt on the seat, get your hands on the wheel and put the rubber on the street. I like it much better next time we meet if you take me to the liquor store. Well, take me down to the liquor store. I had a little drink, but I need a little more. I can't get drunk if I can't score. Take me to the liquor store. You can watch me get curly, watch me get tight, climb up your wall, stay up all night, crazy as a loon and high as a kite if you take me to the liquor store. Well, take me down to the liquor store. I had a little drink, I need a little more. I can't get drunk if I can't score. Take me to the liquor store. The last verse isn't on the recording, actually. I made that up after I recorded it. Just FYI. If I can't score, take me to the liquor store. I said, take me down to the liquor store. I had a little drink, I need a little more. I can't get drunk if I can't score. Why don't you take me to the liquor store? That's folk singer move number 47. Well, some Swedish men stay home and take care of the children, while their wives go out and ski down the mountain all day. Well, if I lived in Sweden, I'd follow the local tradition. Well, the days would be rough, but the nights would be more than okay. In the middle of winter, there'd be 3 feet of snow on the rooftops. And we'd heat with the wood that I cut all summer and fall. While the children are sleeping and the kerosene lamps are burning, I tend to the fire and wait for my darling to call. And she'd say, honey, how are you? How's everything? I'll be home before dark, and what can I bring? Did you write much this morning? Did you take time to sing? Honey, I love you. Honey, I love you. Well, honey, I love you. He'd have a dog with a barrel tucked up underneath his fat jaw. And he'd drool and he'd slaughter and shed and shake hands with his paw. And he'd carry the whiskey when we'd all pile in and go driving, to go down to the movies or visit my mother-in-law. And she'd say, honey, how are you and how's everything? I'll be home before dark, and what can I bring? Did you write much this morning? Did you take time to sing? Honey, I love you. Honey, I love you. Well, honey, I love you. Yeah, some Swedish man lived down there close to 100. And from this Kettle Falls evening, well, it's only a plane ride away. I need a picture and a passport and maybe a shot on the behind house. And maybe a book they could teach me to learn how to say, well, honey, how are you? How's everything? I'll be home before dark, and what can I bring? Did you write much this morning? Did you take time to sing? Honey, I love you. Honey, I love you. Well, honey, I love you. Well, some Swedish men stay home and take care of the children. Job, just getting by with 9 kids and a wife. I've been a working man, well, damn near all my life, but I keep on working as long as my 2 hands are fit to use. Well, I drink a little beer at the tavern and sing a little bit of these working man blues. Keep my nose to the grindstone, to work hard every day. I get tired on the weekend, baby, well, after I get my pay, better keep on working. I gotta buy my baby a brand new pair of shoes. Well, I drink a little beer at the tavern, sing a little bit of these working men blues. Sometimes I think about leaving and do a little messing around. Well, throw my bills out the window, take a train to another town, but I keep on working as long as my 2 hands are fit to use. Well, I drink a little beer at the tavern, sing a little bit of these working men blues. Well, hey, hey, the working man, a working man like me, I won't never be on welfare. That's one place I'm gonna be, better keep on working as long as my 2 hands are fit to use. Well, I drank a little beer at the tavern,